Dude. I bargained with my fucking coach and my manager to get the weekends off, and I only get 2 fucking viewers. No, I'm kidding. See, I decided to drink slightly earlier so I could at least be here. You already drunk? Well, because I drank earlier than I usually do. I mean, that's the end of the hard stuff. Now I still got all these White Claws to get through, bro. I've had these for like literally a month. Ah, come on. Give me a more White Claw. Oh yeah, I need to do the fucking PNG, whatever. Or actually, fuck the PNG. Fuck you. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing. Fuck. God damn it. Warudo. There we go. Oh, I need to take my glasses off. Save the White Claws for I need to get through the White Claws. I've had these for literal months. Okay, like almost 2 months. I need to get rid of them. And what better way to get rid of them than in my fucking tummy? Papaya. 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 Load, bitch. There we go. What flavor? Watermelon. Watermelon. Too much? Are you sure? They're even good. It's alcohol, okay? It's poison either way, okay? It's poison either way. It's bad for me either way. What is there an expiration date even? Hold up. I mean, if there is an expiration date, it's probably like, I mean, alcohol ferments. That's the whole point. It ferments. Where can I find the expiration date? It doesn't say. Well, you know what? It can't be that bad. What a title. I mean, it's a title. He will die of intoxication before finishing a horror game, probably. You know why? Because I'm here to fucking, I feel like I could do this. It's probably like really stupid. I have, you know what I have? I have Silent Hill 2 reinstalled. Oh my god, is it picking up the fucking air? It's picking up the fucking fan. I have Silent Hill 2 reinstalled. And Dead Space. I don't know why Dead Space. The game doesn't scare me. The game fucking doesn't scare me. The only thing scary about the game is that I need to preload fucking like Unity assets or whatever the fuck. Why the fuck do I have this shit saved? Dead Space. What the fuck? You already played Dead Space? Well then, didn't I beat a horror game if I already played Dead Space? I mean, I don't got anything new. But you know what? I could do the bunker. I could do the bunker. Because, like, at least I know. Because the thing that scared me from playing the fucking game, because I thought I died in one hit, but I don't die in one hit. I could survive a couple hits. You played it off stream? That doesn't count? What do you mean it doesn't count? Fucking stupid. Gulp. Dude, this game terrifies the fuck out of me because I literally have no fucking idea what the fuck to do. I completely forgot. I know I need to, like, explode the front. I need to explode the thing. Come on! Get me in the game, bitch. Biatch. Continue. I don't even know what the fuck I'm going. Okay, so I can survive a hit or two. Okay. So that's good to know. You pussied out because it was scawy. Because it was scary. That's why I pussied out. Why isn't the chat showing up? Okay, no, it is. Bruh. What the fuck is it loading? Oh my god. The fucking, like, Bible or some shit? Come on. There we go. Gulp. Gulp. Here I go again. How much do I got? Basically full. No idea where the fuck I'm going. Okay, now my fucking keyboard just decided to shut off. Stop. I just fucking heard it, dude. Are you for real? It's already here? Dude, stop. Bruh, stop, bruh. Yo, why is it a scary stream? Because I'm playing a fucking horror game. Spooky gay rat. Does that show up? does show up. How do I disable that? You know, just in case someone's profile has like the fucking N-word or some shit. Okay, more fuel. How much? Okay, I remember last time I went in here, this fucker cornered me. Shut the fuck up. No, shut up! Stop! Stop, stop. This is fucked up. This is twisted. This is twisted. This is twisted. This is really fucked up, dude. He doesn't know I'm here. He doesn't know I'm here, blood. What is this? Meat. Better used to attract rodents and other bunker pests can be thrown. I'm pretty sure this was like the literal door that it broke down. I catch a faggy smell. Dude. Fucking cut it out, bro. It's inside. No, it's not. Holy fuck. Used to aid when signal it's brightly burned, lightly hissing flame can be thrown. Okay, well, I have a grenade. Oh god, go, bro! Oh shit. It's not fast, is it? Dude, what the fuck? This guy's twisted. How do I turn the light on? Can I turn the... Oh, shit. He's coming. Chupapi Onyano? What the fuck? Am I allowed to go here or no? I can't tell. I genuinely have no idea where the fuck I'm supposed to go, dude. This is why I don't fucking like this game. Fuck off. He's at that little hole right there. Can I open this or no? I cannot. This fucker needs to shut up. Oh my god, please. How do I turn the lights on, bro? He's coming. What do I do? This is so stupid. Do I just need to restart? Do I just restart the whole fucking thing? Dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do here. Great thumbnail. Dude, fuck this stupid game. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, and I'm just fucking fucked. I'm just fucked. Throw the grenade? That's great. I could waste a grenade that I know I'm never gonna get back ever again. And like it do nothing for me because I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Just look at a walkthrough? Fuck a walkthrough. Like, these games just should be fucking obvious. And then I have Silent Hill installed. You know, just fucking... Let me just read shitty creepypastas, bro. Fuck it. Is it showing my thing? Okay, no, it's not. I'll just read shitty fucking creepypastas, bro. Give me some, fucking... Kevin... Kevin McLeod horror music. Creepypasta music? Horror. 91 videos? Gulp? Yeah. Hold on, let me find, bad creepypasta stories. The troll pasta? Well, troll pastas are intentionally made to be shit. Should play Haste, great game. Last King of the Hill pilot creepypasta. Lost King of the Hill. Is that here? King of... No, it's not. No. King of... It's not! Oh my god, there's so many Adventure Time ones. Hold on. I could show this. There's so many, like, Adventure Times ones. What the fuck is this? 666 and the truth. Hold on, let me find the special Sonic experience. Do I read this one? Animal Crossing? Holy fuck, there's a bit of Animal Crossing ones. Arabic ghost hunting videos? What am I, fucking Mudahar? Dude. Not entirely Mudahar, okay? A Poke Pasta that sucks. Wait, are these like intentionally bad? Category bad creepypasta. Exactly what the category act as a wiki of wall of shame. Stories that were rejected for being too sucky or unintentionally hilarious. Okay, no, these are real. These are real stories. Okay, okay. Infection AUs? But some of those are cool though. Unironically, some of those are cool. Hold on, no, let me read this one. Alvin and the Chipmunks torture. How long is it? Oh, it's not even that long. Okay. Fuck it. Alright, let me get into it. Does anybody remember the 2015 Alvin and the Chipmunks show called Alvin and the Chipmunks? Well, it's about Alvin and his brother going on big adventures. I used to be a huge Alvin and the Chipmunks fan. Dude, I love this trope. Until I saw an episode I couldn't understand. Wait, is the music loud? Blah, 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 blah. The music is kind of loud. I don't want to be too loud, too loud. Let me know if the audio, because that's the big thing. Is audio good? Yo, is this one of the words where Pete Diddy molest Theodore? No, it was Simon. Simon, wait, no. No, yeah, Theodore gets molested. Alright. Alright. This is how it all began. How it all began, okay. It all began, thank God it begins, okay. When I was in a DVD shop. I was just walking around, deciding on what DVD and Blu-ray movie or a show I should buy. I'm so fucking bad at reading. I was buying some of my favorite movies until I saw what it looked like to be Alvin and the Chipmunks DVD. And it looked legit. It looked like it was... I can't fucking read, bro. I took it out of its rack and placed it on the counter so I could buy it with all the other DVDs and Blu-rays I had bought. When the owner saw that Alvin and the Chipmunks DVD, why does he keep repeating? He froze. Wait. When the owner saw that Alvin and the Chipmunks DVD, he froze. He began hyperventilating like crazy. Like crazy. Not to mention he was pale as a ghost. He asked me why I was buying this DVD, and I answered, "What?" He told me that this DVD contained a very disturbing episode that wasn't aired on TV due to its disturbing nature. He told me that if I want to watch it. Wait, he told me if I want to watch it. What? I'm so fucking cute. I'm getting mind raped. He told me good luck and scanned the Alvin DVD. The price for the DVD was only $8. He put all your DVDs? It sounded like you only picked one. He put all my DVDs and Blu-rays into a plastic bag and handed the plastic bag to me. I walked out of the store and I was feeling kind of hungry. Feeling kind of hungry. I'm hungry. So when I stopped at a gas station, I bought some chips and soda. I got into my house, and what I did, I put Alvin DVD into my DVD player, and it played. Bro, what? Anxiety? Yes! The DVD opened. The DVD opened up with a DVD menu, and everything wasn't out of the ordinary. There were 5 episodes on this DVD when I checked it last. Wait, fuck! I can't read. There were 5 episodes in this DVD when I checked the last episode of the episode selection menu. This was an episode I haven't watched yet. The episode was titled Torture. Curious. Wait, I'm getting too into it. Curious. I clicked on the episode and it played. The theme song played and it was normal. But when I got to the title of the show, something flashed on the screen. I couldn't make out the image that had flashed on the screen, so I continued with the episode. What? Okay. The episode title came up and it said Torture. The title card wasn't in the pinkish purple colored font instead. Oh, pinkish purple colored font. Instead, it was in a blood red color, spelled British way, and it looked like it was melting. Alcohol seduced things. No, I'm just genuinely this bad at reading things out loud. I'm good. I can read what I'm just not used to reading things out loud. DVD Wildest Age. The episode began with a shot of the Seville house. Like how mostly every episode starts. The shot then cuts to the interior of the house when Alvin was just walking down the stairs. He looked ecstatic, and as he passed through the kitchen, Dave asked Alvin why he was so happy. "Dave, there's going to be a rock show in the town theater," Alvin said with the loudest and happiest voice I have ever heard. Dave answered with, "Wow, that's great, Alvin." Then Alvin left the house, probably to buy himself a ticket. The camera then cuts back to the house, only it's nighttime. Alvin opens the door and enters with the ticket in his hand. He looked even more ecstatic. Then in the opening scene of the episode, Simon and Theodore were in the Chipmunks room. The Chipmunks room? Oh, okay. And were doing their usual business, with Simon working on something and Theodore playing with his talking teddy. Alvin then burst through the door, scaring Simon so bad that it causing him to break his invention. And Theodore looked at the door with a surprise. "Alvin, will you please not slam the door open?" Simon asked angrily. "Sorry, Simon, but I got a ticket for the rock show," Alvin said with a really loud voice. "Who's playing at the rock show, Alvin?" Theodore asked. Alvin was about to say something, but then he was cut off by the Chipettes crashing through the windows, instantly starting them. Fucking smashing the fucking window. Brittany opened up the door, and she had... Hold on. It's actually kind of... Oh my god, we're getting fucking epic mode? Wait. Oh my god, I lost my spot. I'm raped. Blah, 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 blah. Alvin, where's my nail polish paints? Brittany asked angrily. I don't know, Brittany, Alvin answered. The Chipettes and Alvin began to argue even more, so much to the point that Dave came in running to see what was happening. What's going on? Dave asked. Dave, Alvin didn't return my nail polish paint, Brittany angrily answered and bursted into tears. Dave angrily looked at Alvin, then he screamed, Alvin! At the top of his lungs. I can't scream. The scream was so loud that I haven't covered my ears. The scream was so loud that it zoomed out of the show. The entire planet of Earth. Dude, what the fuck? The next day. The next day title... Wait, is it too loud? Is it too loud? Oh. It is kind of loud, bro. Chill out. Alright, the next day. The title card appeared and cut to Alvin, Simon, in theater bedroom. Hold on, maybe I need to zoom it. Whoa, guys, it's getting fucking scary. I'm about to piss my pants. In theater bedroom, where he saw Alvin in bed, he was crying, and the camera then zooms to show the floor. The floor had some ripped up pieces of paper. I then put two and two together and find out that those ripped pieces of paper were pieces of the ticket that Alvin bought. Dave then entered the room and he walked into Alvin's bed. He says with an angry voice, Alvin, get up! Stop crying! You can kiss that rock show goodbye now! Alvin was still crying on the bed. Alvin, get up! You'll be late for school! Dave yelled even louder. No, Dave! I'm sorry! Alvin said, sobbing. Simon then came in and told Dave to calm down. Dave then came downstairs as the camera cuts to the downstairs. Simon then leads Dave to the kitchen, where every character is there. Even some of the minor characters are in the living room. Minors? Whoa! Keep Pyrocynical away from this shit, dude. Oh, got a my end? Okay, good. Even some minor characters came into the living room. Simon then told Dave to sit down, and they all discoursed a sort of battle plan. They kept saying how badly they were treated by Alvin in some of the previous episodes. And I was shocked to hear that they were discussing about killing Alvin due to his manipulative and troublemaking sociopathic behavior. Well, it sounds like they're doing the world a favor. They all agreed to come to a shelter and torture Alvin there. The next shot was of Alvin taking a shower and dressing up to start his day. He looked sad at the beginning. Of the episode, just then. Theodore then walked into the room and Alvin was sitting on his bed. What are you doing, Alvin? Theodore asked. Leave me alone, Theodore. I don't feel like talking to you right now, Alvin said. Alvin then slumps down on his bed. Theodore sneaks up on him and puts a bag over Alvin's head. Alvin was resting. Alvin was resisting, trying to take the bag that's engulfed his entire head. Oh, sorry, alcohol. Theodore was hanging on to the bag and Alvin fell unconscious. Jesus Christ. I just imagine this in my head. It's like, fuck you, Alvin. Like, what the fuck? As he fell onto the floor. When Alvin woke up, he was tied down to the iron table and every character from the show was surrounding the table. Dave then walked in and lowered down to Alvin, where he gave Alvin this long lecture about how the town was tired of Alvin's shenanigans and his behavior. The lecture was so long that I almost slept through half of it. After Dave was done with his lecture, the townspeople began torturing Alvin like never before. The torture. It gets its own category, bro. It gets its own fucking category. Fuck. The townspeople start to torture by breaking Alvin's beloved skateboard. Okay, when you say torture, I was thinking like fucking like saw trap level fucking bullshit, but okay. and slamming the pieces into. Oh, Jesus! Okay, there you go. The townspeople start this torture by breaking Alvin's beloved skateboard and then slamming the pieces into Alvin, cause, causing him with really painful looking splinters all over him. Then Brittany told, dude, I just imagine this in my head, just fucking like all the splinters, like fucking like, that's so stupid. Then Brittany told him they were gonna break his game console. And then Eleanor grabbed Alvin's eyelids and opened them really widely. Alvin watched in horror as his game console. Okay. As his game console was smashed to bits. As he screamed like he was being attacked. I was watching in horror as all the characters began doing horrible things to Alvin. Dave then came in with a ruler and started beating Alvin so hard that Alvin began bleeding. The blood-stained Alvin jacket, and Alvin was crying. Jeanette brought a minigun and began shooting Alvin like crazy. The bullet holes began spreading all over Alvin's body, and he was barely unrecognizable due to the bullet holes. Then Simon brought what appears to be his invention that broke, but it was eventually fixed in this scene. He told everyone to stand back, and then he used a laser sword to cut a hole in the roof of the shelter. The invention started absorbing the UV rays of the sun, and it shot out of the invention. The invention's laser beam shot Alvin, and he began screaming like crazy as the beam vaporized him into nothing but dust. Instead of feeling sad for Alvin's death, the townspeople began cheering, like they were just accomplished something important. The townspeople began dancing like a bunch of party goers. The iris then closes, and the episode ended with credits. Aftermath. Troll Foster Wiki. Hell yeah. Wait, fucking Eggman shit is on this show? Yeah. I just sat there, shocked and speechless. What kind of sick joke is this? What kind of sick joke is this? I asked. I guess some of the characters of the show don't like Alvin's behavior and his shenanigans, but this is a step too far. I got on my trusty baseball bat, since I used to play Little League Baseball last time when I was little, and I smashed the disc until there was nothing left. I threw the remains of the disc in the garbage bin. I couldn't sleep because I feared I might get nightmares of being the one strapped to the table and being forced to suffer like Alvin did in that episode. I'm begging you not to find this episode. If you do, just ignore it. If this DVD does appear on your local DVD shop, don't pick it up at all costs. Stay far away from it. I will not let this episode be unveiled to the public or to those who love Alvin and the Chipmunks. Dude, I love this. I love this so much, dude. Dude, I need to do this more. This is fucking good. We're reading some shitty fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks horror. Fucking shit. Dude, I need to take a swig real quick, and then I need to pee. Please, no, nothing fucked up. I'm just gonna play music. Oh, Truly streamed? I forgot. Here you go. Enjoy that. I need to fucking pee. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, I just saw like autistic playlist and I just clicked on it, but like no, the music kind of fucking sucks. Peak is what it is, bruh. Hold on, let me fix the fucking thing. Oh no, it's actually pretty accurate. There you go. I barely needed to realign it. All right. What's the next one that I read? Give me like if you're thinking like this these are like really old fucking stories, bro. Like these were probably written like if I pick this, when was this written? Wait, 5 months ago? Wait, people still use this fucking shit? Wait, what? I was expecting like, yeah, this comment was made like fucking 20 years ago or some shit. Wait, what? People still fucking use this shit? That's crazy. Okay. Goodbye Gary, a SpongeBob SquarePants Lost episode. Whatever you could think of. Like Alpha and Omega Creepypasta Hunted. That's so funny. Have you read your own story? You said you were gonna rewrite. Oh, I didn't rewrite it. I kind of forgot. I kind of forgot that I said that I would rewrite it. I haven't rewritten it. Because I've been so focused on the fucking Doodle Tones video, which by the way, I could watch it right now. I have it uploaded. I have this segment uploaded as a fucking private thing. Because I was thinking like, you know, if I'm gonna stream, some part of me might want to like do another sneak peek, but I don't know. Some are old as fuck and some are new. I want to find the old ones. A mod. How long is this? Holy fuck, this is like nothing. Are you serious? What is this about? Grand Theft Auto? I want something, at least give me like a decently sized one. American Dad. Angry Birds. The true Minecraft creepypasta. What about a Sonic one? Usually the Sonic ones are really have like a. Oh my god, this is only A. Fucking Sonic. Sonic. Come on. Smiley the Smiler. Oh, it's not even long. Give me something fucking. Give me something. Give me something with a little juice. With a little juice in it. I find the King of the Hill one I was talking about. King of the Hill. Okay. Do you remember what it was called? King of the Hill. There's a lot of Kirby ones. King. There's no King of the Hill. King. Oh, here we go. There's a couple of them. What the original airing of Pygmalion? The Lost. There's two. There's Lost episode and Lost Halloween special. Is it this one? Ooh, this one's kind of decent length. Okay. Wait. Okay, this is a bit. Chase Pulse. Classic horror. Hell yeah! Here we go. Dude, I feel like a non-pedophilic child grooming creepypasta narrator right now. Bum 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 bum. Do the thing. King of the Hill, Lost episode. We all know about the 1997 series King of the Hill. It is still airing on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim block. But I encountered something dark with this series. Sometime in late 2007. When I was in a Goodwill store to buy some N64 games, because that store has normally had a good stock of retro games. However, I strolled over to the VHS section in the back, just then remembering I owned a VCR. One of the first things I saw was that Titanic VHS tape. The ones that came in two tapes, but it was just... The ones that came in two tapes, but it was just one in dust cover. Okay. I thought that it would just be a good movie for me and my wife, as she never seen it before. To ensure that the tapes would be functional, I took the tapes out of the dual VHS dust cover, only to see something unexpected. It was a VHS tape with a crooked sticker on it. Written on Sharpie was King of the Hill, Season 1, Episode 1, NR. I expected the other tape that said King of the Hill, Season 1, Episode 1, NRP2. I assumed it was a Part 2. I did not know why one 22 to 23 minute episode took 2 VHS tapes. But I was curious. I brought the 2 tapes for $2.22 when I got home. Nobody was there but me. Therefore, I had to take up the painstaking process of uncoiling the stiff coax cables and bulky VCR. I soon turned the TV to Channel 3 and began viewing King of the Hill Season 1 Episode 1 NR. It had the regular opening of the first King of the Hill. Oh my god, I can't fucking read. It had the regular opening of the first episode of King of the Hill, but without music. It was just a silent camera panning over the city of Arlen. It began normally after that, with Bobby at the baseball game and Hank yelling at him. As we all know, Bobby did not succeed. This was where everything started getting weird. On the ride home, Hank, Peggy, and Bobby were completely silent, and this went on for about 3 minutes. No one was angry. No one had any expressions, actually. Abruptly, as the family pulls into the driveway, they cut to a scene inside of the house. Hank was yelling at Bobby for not giving his 110%. Hank then picked up a baseball and got into a throwing position. At this point, the video's quality was getting very scraggly, and the volume level was raised roughly 10%. Hank pegged the ball and hit Bobby's nose. Peggy was seen in the background crying, and Hank simply told her to shut the hell up. Bobby immediately cupped his nose and ran out of the room, crying the whole way. As Bobby was in the bathroom checking his nose, a social worker came to the door. Peggy greeted him as Hank sat on the sofa, relaxing as if nothing happened. From this point, the colors began to look more like the real episode. The scene with Hank telling the social worker off as he played in the real episode. Suddenly, the scene from the officially aired episode cut to the scene which was not from the real episode. It was a scene with a more ragged video, yet the audio remained the same. This scene depicted Peggy sitting on the phone late at night, most likely contacting child services to tell them about how Hank purposely threw the baseball at Bobby. Hank suddenly went through the doorway. He was in a bathroom, and he had no glasses. He grabbed the phone. "Who the hell is this?" Hank yelled. "This is the Department of Child Services," was the response. Hank's face quickly turned red. He slammed the phone back on the wall. He grasped Peggy by the neck. "I'm gonna get one of those twig boys over here to put me in prison and take my boy away." The scene cut to Hank taking Peggy by. The scene cut to Hank taking a more accurate Texan. The scene cut to Hank taking Peggy by the back of the neck, down the hall to the backyard. Hank took a propane tank off the grill and shoved the valve into Peggy's mouth. The video went silent for a minute, simply showing the propane valve in Peggy's mouth. When the scene started moving again, Peggy's eyes slowly closed, and a voice was heard. Hold on. Okay. And a voice was heard. Buck Strickland, forgive me for using this. Buck Strickland, forgive me for using propane for this. The only problem was that when Hank said this, Hank did not even sound like Mike Judge, the creator of the show who voiced Hank. It sounded like an older and deeper voice. The screen went black after this. I fast forwarded through the rest of the tape to make sure that there was no more content on it. There was none. I just thought to myself, why so much wasted space? And at this point, I was really shaken up. I went to grab coffee and I went back. I popped in the second tape and it was just black screen. I fast forwarded to check for content and eventually came across some stuff that was really starting to scare me. It was a funeral, but there was very few colors. There was only various forms of gray and black, and the colors of people's faces. It just did not seem like a real king of the... Okay, Jesus Christ, what a fucking jarring change. Holy fuck. It was shit. It just did not seem like a real King of the Hill episode. The funeral was for Peggy. Attending it all was the Hill's neighbors, including some acquaintances such as Cotton and John Redcorn. Holy fuck. Is it loud? It's kind of loud. It is kind of loud. It is kind of loud. It is kind of loud. Okay. Even Hank was there, claiming that Peggy had committed suicide through a fucking propane tank exploding her head or some shit. As Peggy's coffin was lowered into the hole, it faded into an overhead view of it being lowered. This part really scared the shit out of me. It was a somewhat highly realistic image of Peggy in the coffin. Oh, it was a somewhat highly realistic I cannot fucking do. My dyslexia is fucking raping me. It was a somewhat highly realistic image of Peggy in the coffin. Fuck me. Jesus Christ, dude. This is how you know I can't be a creepypasta narrator. Number one, I have fucking bad dyslexia. And number two, I don't groom children. So, that's why I'm a bad creepypasta narrator. The reason I say somewhat is because it looks real, but it still appeared to be drawn and not a real person. It was just a realistic cartoon. That's how you know it's different. Thank God. Thank God it's not hyper realistic, but it's just like it just looked like a really well drawn cartoon. Okay, I just remember you can see when the pasta was written, uploaded in the history tab. Oh, okay. Right here. The reason I say somewhat is because it looks real, but it still appeared to be drawn and not real person. Okay. It was just a real cartoon. Okay. The scene then cut to Bobby, Hank, and Ladybird sitting on the porch. Bobby had a queasy face, and Hank had one of the propane tanks he had used to commit the murder. Wait, what the fuck? And Hank had one hand on the propane tank that he used to commit the murder. Bobby turned to his father. Why did you do that, Dad? He asked in a humble voice. I don't know, son. Wait, how does Hank kill? God, I don't know, son. Hank responded. He almost sounded like he was crying. Oh wait, hold on. I don't know, son. Hank responded. He sounded like he was almost crying. He then stood up and walked inside, leaving Bobby and Ladybird, who were still on the porch. It once again cut to a very dull scene with nothing but black, gray, and skin colors. It was a scene that literally made me sick to my stomach. It was Hank, hanging from the ceiling with a note pinned on him. It just stayed focused on him swinging back and forth for 2 minutes or so. And then cut to the ending credits with the normal outro and theme music. I was actually kind of laughing on the inside of the fact that the show was playing the regular ending credits after all this stuff had happened. I was just really more confused and creeped out at it. I went on some forums, but found nothing about this episode. However, I came across someone on Yahoo Answers who had a similar occurrence as to me. They received a similar tape at a thrift shop at John Creeks County in North Georgia, a place about 20 miles away from where I got mine. I managed to get an aim with this person, but I got no answer. I was really curious at this point, so I drove about 40 miles and went right to Cartoon Network Turner Broadcasting Headquarters. Okay, yeah, sure. Bobby and Preston. I knew that the Fox Broadcasting made the show, but I assumed Cartoon Network had every episode on record, as they had aired them all before. As they aired them all. As they aired them all beforehand. Oh, beforehand I did some research and figured out who was in charge of broadcasting King of the Hill. So I found a receptionist in the studio and demanded to talk to them. Apparently, though, I needed a guest pass of sorts. I was completely pissed. Off at this point. So I drove back home and put on my old sheriff's uniform. I was a sheriff for John Creeks County about 3 years ago. I went back and, although it is unlawful, I used my badge to talk to him. When I got into his office, I was sitting on the desk and talking on the phone. When I got into his office, he was just sitting at his desk talking on his phone. I walked up to him, threw the tape on the desk, and demanded answers. He dropped the phone immediately and grabbed the tapes. I followed him to another office, and the others were... I followed him into another office on the other side of the building. There was a small safe in his office. He opened it, put some of the tapes in, and locked it. He then told me to leave. I did not want to act like a sheriff anymore because I did not want to get in trouble with the law. I did not want to act like a sheriff anymore because I did not want to get in trouble with the law. so I left. I got home and flipped I flipped on the TV. Adult Swim was on. I was so relieved to see the episode of King of the Hill. To this day, there is only 2 copies of that 4 tapes that I can find on the internet. One of them, I assume, is locked up with Cartoon Network Studios. You may possibly come across them in thrift shops throughout the southeast. June 20. Okay, I see it right. June 24, 2011. Fucking hell, bro. That's a Famya's voice? Wait, that's a Famya's voice? How's that a Famya's voice? Hold on. I noticed it. Fuck, there we go. Well, because I'm kind of leaning back in my fucking chair a little bit. That's why it's all fucked up in shit. The baby speak? No, it's a slurred. It's a slurred. It's not baby speak. It's like I'm swearing my voice. Can I get a Mario creepypasta? Lost YouTube video. Lost Word Girl episode. I want to get some gaming. Give me some gaming creepypastas. Here we go. Luna. Oh, this is a My Little Pony one, right? Right? The Luna game is a... Oh my god, it is Shadowheart 1993. Wait, is this about? I'm skimming it. Okay, it is. It is about My Little Pony. Fuck. All right, this is a good one. This is how you know it'll be a good one. It's like fucking My Little Pony creepypasta. There's a good Luigi's Mansion one, but I can't remember the name. No, I don't remember any like good Luigi Mansions one. Fucking World Girl creepypasta. I'll read that later. Give me a different song. You know who does, dude? Okay, Muji Muji has some really good fucking creepypasta music, bro, but like, dude, he is like so closely associated with Mr. Creepypasta, and it's just like, to be fair to him, I can't pin him on anything, on having done anything creepy, personally. But him being so close with Mr. Creepypasta, I don't know, dude. I do feel guilty. I do feel somewhat guilty, but dude, he makes really fucking good music. And so, see, that's Mr. Creepypasta, see? That's Mr. Creepypasta right there. See? Pedophile. Wait, probably pedophile. I don't know for sure. Because the youngest person I could pin him on, well, no, with Zombie Doll. He interacted with Zombie Doll. Whatever, dude. All right, My Little Pony. Luna.exe. This is Shadowheart 1993. Oh, hold on. Let me try and read it. This is Shadowheart 1993. And this is my account with what I think is a haunted version of lunastory.exe. Okay, so for me and my friends, who I am going to keep nameless, we were looking at some random scary games. And since we were both bronies, lunastory.exe popped up. He dared me to download the game, and I played through it. I accepted this challenge, even though I knew the game's ending with the creepy, disturbing faces. So I went under the game's site. For some reason, it doesn't exist anymore, so I downloaded the game. As the game was downloading, I noticed that the game was weird. Luna.exe. Was Latino? Singing with some reggaeton? That made cringe. Is this supposed to sound? No, it's supposed to be like autistic. It's supposed to be like autistic fucking slurring. I brushed it off, thinking it was some simple naming error. Then when the guy who posted it was made. As it was downloaded, it appeared on my desktop. It had no picture of Luna and the other icon. Rather, just a blank page with the word EXE written on sideways. Both my friend and I was looking at and wondering what the hell was going on with that. We again thought it was a coding error with some just changed picture. So I just started the game. Sorry, I read that too normal. So I started out the game. And it looked like the original Winter Story, but there was no music. I looked up with my friend, and we shrugged. So I closed the game. Oh my god, this is kind of long, dude. I don't know if I could do the fucking autistic slurring. Fuck! There was no music. I looked up with my friend and shrugged. So I closed the game and went back to the YouTube to get music. And it played it. Sorry, look at it. I looked it up and I played the game. As I went along, I was counting down the seconds to the game to freeze. Crash. Wait. As I went along, I was counting down the seconds until the game would freeze and crash and bring up the trash files with the creepy apple boom. Or the end is noi. The end is nay. As I counted the last second and pointed at the screen. It didn't freeze nor close. This was really strange for both of us. But I pushed on. And I think my friend thought that I was the guy who posted the game and had done some coding to change the game to a whole new game, which I thought was cool. I kept walking, jumping, walking around until the game went completely black. The only thing visible was Luna with her walking animation. I went through the walking to the right until the game froze and crashed with a big error box. I looked at it and it said, Luna.exe will stop working and will be closed. Normal, right? Well, I clicked on the close box and the text appearing saying, why did you leave me? My friend and I both agreed that this programming thing. By the time we finished the game, it was about 1 p.m. You played this game to what? Only 1 p.m.? Me and my friends were had to go for a while. He left and I was tired. I woke up at 4 in the morning and worked. I woke up at 4 you don't work. You're a brony. You don't fucking work, bro. I woke up at 4 in the morning to work. and wanted to take a nap. No one else was home, so I grabbed a blanket and laid on my couch in the living room and fell asleep. As I fell asleep, I had a weird dream. It looked like 2 years in the future. I was walking down the road. Lights on every building were on except for the one with the families on them. As I walked down, I kept hearing the voice. Why did you leave me? It was creepy to say the least. Until I got to the... Dude, I can't fucking keep doing it. It's actually so hard. I can't fucking do it. The road was blocked by the police saying, There was a terrible accident here, kid. You'll have to wait until tomorrow. I agreed with the officer to stay with him for the night. Wait, what? As I did, everything went black and a light appeared with Luna, bloodied, looking like she had scars on her legs. I walked up to her and her eyes were black and bloodied. I stepped back in horror and looked at her. She said one last time, You left me there to rot. Now you die. Now you die as well. As she said that, I heard a blade being drawn. Like Roblox sound effect. And I turned around seeing Pinkamena giggling manically as she had sliced me. By this point, I woke up and was on the floor. I would like to say to everyone, I have constant nightmares and thought this was just one of them. So I shook my head and I looked at the clock, and it was 2:30. I was asleep for about an hour and a half. I looked at my computer with a screensaver and walked over to it and started playing the Luna game again. I had no idea why I was doing it, and my entire body was telling me not to. But the curiosity got the better of me. I loaded it up and started to... And it's... I can't fucking... I loaded it up and it started me back to the black screen. This time, Luna was bloodied, and her eyes were black with red dots in the middle of them, just like Sonic.exe, brah. I walked her over to the right, where Pinkamena was. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Pinkamena turned around with a butcher's knife in her mouth and walked up to Luna. And I screamed! And a scream was heard. Fuck, dude, this is what I mean. My dyslexia is so bad. And I was wearing headphones at the time. It hit my head a lot. The game turned off, but no pictures and no text appeared. I stood up to leave and looked back at the mirror behind me, and I saw Luna in the window. Her eyes black, and she mouthed, "You're gonna die! You're gonna die! You're about to die!" like the fucking Speed thing. I turned around and she wasn't there. And one last thing I would like to say to everyone. I have a very vivid imagination, and sometimes I do see things that aren't there. And I brush it off, but it felt real. And now we're scared shitless. October 2012. No, not 2013, 2012, bro. This shit is so fucking old. Give me more My Little Pony. No. Give me something else. Wait, you said the Word Girl? I'm actually kind of down for the Word Girl one. Lost Word Girl episode. Here we go. I mean, perfect start to it. The only scream cap I found. Wait. The only scream cap I found of this episode. Bro, she's rotting. Schizophrenia, yeah. Maybe this was a Lunatopa, yeah. True. Lost Word Girl episode. The last word. Hello, my name is Kathy Fulgar. I was an intern for the 3rd season of Word Girl. and it was great until it took a turn for the worse. The PBS station demanded more animation frames for the show to make the animation flawless. They told us that they wanted to convey a more animated series than their other. They told us that they wanted to convey a more animated series than their others. Okay. So, no soup to nuts. Oh, okay. The animation group I was interning for, and the group that animated the show agreed. But they had never done such a feat, so they all had worked day and night to get everything flown right. As the animators drew, some of the members of the animation team were growing tired, and the animation became more and more grotesque. I should know. I was there giving out coffee and things for the other team. I saw them from the sidelines, gathering together and conveying about the episode they were animating. It was called The Last Word. And it was going to be to teach children about more advanced words than usual, like fuck and shit. When the head director brought all the animators to view the episode, he told the one animation group who were animating the last bits to bring them the finalized version, but they did not respond. He went to the cubicles, and when he got there, they were all dead, with bloodstains on the alleged tape. The hospital was called, and they were sent to the emergency room as soon as possible, but it was too late. They died of unknown causes. But we all still had the tape, so we decided to watch it in honor of their hard work, in order for the hard work that they had put in. As we all went into the viewing room, everything was suddenly very quiet. The screen flickered on, and the scene of Word Girl started as usual. Dude, I need to lock in, gang. Blood. First, the upbeat theme song as usual, followed by the opening sequence with the title card. But when the featured word was spoken, something was wrong. The narrator sounded distorted and demonic in some way, and the words sounded backwards, like he was talking in tongues. We thought it was just some sound glitch, and we kept going, and then he pulled through the rest of the episode. But it did not get better. Characters started to lose color, and animation became shockingly real and plasticine-like. Plasticine-like? That's a real word? Plasticine? That's a band. Wait, word? What does that mean? Okay. Weird. Wow, the more you know, the more you learn. It showed Word Girl, the beloved superhero, spitting out obscenities and losing her cartoon style. Fuck, shit, cunt! Dude, she's just like a fucking Hazbin Hotel character. We kept watching as the horror on the screen unfolded. As we watched, the dialogue started to become backwards and static and started to engulf the scene as unholy creatures, which we could barely make out, and appeared on the background. Word Girl got worse as the scenes of bloodshot face flowed as a blood. What the fuck? Word Girl got worse as scenes of bloodshot faces floated past her as she turned to the screen. Her head went slowly around, making a screeching sound as she turned. We all sat there as her eyes rolled upward, her eyes and her mouth open as she made a sound. Some of the staff said that she thought she heard her say from all known. Some staff members said that she thought she heard her say, "From all good knowledge and power comes greatness." and the staff member said she stopped there, but we did not listen to her. We watched to the end. When it cut to dark crimson red with a faded pale matte. Fuck. When we watched to the end, when it cut to crimson dark, when it come to dark crimson red with a faded pale mask-like face, it just stood there on the screen, staring at us, staring at us until it opens its mouth and letters in a jumbled order appeared. We all stopped watching it, and the tape was gone. We couldn't find it in the VCR anymore, and we assumed nothing about it. We went back to our daily lives, except for me. I never went back to Soup to Nuts team ever again. I heard the rumors that the video was still not found, and they did not know why it disappeared in the VCR. And now, I'm trying to forget about it, and it still haunts me every night, and I still get flashes at night of the face and the things which Word Girl said. Well, this is the end of my story, and I have nothing else to say. I hear Word Girl is still making new episodes, but I will never be a part of that ever again. Brought a Biden moment, dude. My dyslexia, I cannot understate my dyslexia. Look, I can read, because you have to understand, I am so used to reading things not out loud and just reading them in my head. So having to like say that out loud on top of being drunk is actually really fucking hard. It's actually really hard to do. Lost Super. Give me a I want a good gaming one. Krusty and Krabby. Lavender. Is this about Pokemon? Hold on, I'm curious. Oh, it's a fucking poem. Gay. Area 5. Word Girl with the clips of child screaming faggot. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's commit suicide together. What is this one about? Uploader note. Prior to its deletion, the story came with an actual uncensored phone. What? Yes, the author was actually dumb enough to leave their own phone number at the end of their fictional tale in order to protect potentially personal information to keep inquisitive users from the weak and from making foolhardy decisions. It has been blacked out in this upload. Dude. Oh my god, bro. Are you fucking serious? That's kind of funny, actually. All right, give me a gaming one. You know what, Kirby? I like Kirby. Wait, is there a Metroid one? Hold on. If there's not too many Metroid ones, uh, Metroid. Ooh, there's a couple Metroid ones. Okay, okay, okay. Metal Sonic.exe. Metroid Prime Darkness Sun. Docs. Oh, Metroid Dread. A Metroid Dread creepy. No, you know, this was written before the game came out. Yep, 2010. Canceled. Metroid Dread was real. Metroid Dread. Dude, it was so crazy to me. Oh my god. Oh, I was dating Leo at the time, one of my ex-boyfriends. Not the most recent one. But he watched the Nintendo Direct. And I didn't watch the Direct, and he said, yeah, oh my, because he knew I was a fan of, like, Metroid. He's like, yo, they announced a new Metroid game. I'm like, okay, what is it? Like a fucking, like, pinball game or some shit? And he's like, no, 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 it was Metroid Dread. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, I knew that was, like, that was, like, an old, canceled Metroid game back in, like, 2002 or some shit. I'm like, shut the fuck up. They did not do that. Wait, what? This is short as fuck. What the fuck? This is not worth reading. BF lore dumps again. It was just a minor. It was about Metroid. Okay. Listen. All right. Well, Leo was also a piece of shit, but Listen. Okay. Metroid Prime Death Beam. How long is this one? This is like a medium length one. Fuck it. What the fuck is this? Whoa! It's unlisted. Is it porn? It's like K-pop. Why can't I just... Creepypasta music. Give me fucking creepypasta music. Come on, bro. Is this it? Okay. Yeah, these are okay. I'm so sad. Metroid Prime Death Beam. It was just like any other day at the game store until we found that game. After walking into the shop, John greeted me as normal, and she... Wait, John? John greeted me as normal, and John? Who the fuck names their daughter John? Okay. And she got some new GameCube games. After looking around, I picked out a few and asked John if she had... Am I crazy? After walking in the shop, John greeted me as normal. And she, as in John, but now he, what are they, fucking gender fluid? Dude, oh my god, kill me. No, I don't know. It's John. No, it's just John. So it's not my dyslexia. This person just fucking sucks. Okay. After looking around, I picked out a few and asked John if he has a copy of Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime, good game. John said that they had none in stock, and that with that purchase with the game, and I got a discount. John said that he would keep an eye out for Metroid Prime, but said I would be paying full price for that one. I said bye and thanks as I left the store, waving back at John. As I was walking home, I was wondering how else I got the game. As I was walking home, I was wondering how else to get the game. I knew that a garage sale was a terrible idea, so I went nowhere near one of them. And the last item I got off of eBay was scratched to hell. And I stopped working halfway in the game. Okay. Oh, and it stopped working halfway through the game. With no other option, I turned to one of my friends, Vance, to see if they had it. No luck. If they had no luck. What? With no other option, I turned to one of my friends, Vance, to see if they had it, but had no luck. He decided to join me on my search because he wanted to play the game as well. We looked all over the place, but had no luck, and just decided to play the Wii instead. While in the middle of playing Twilight Princess, I came up with a great idea of checking the Wii Shop channel. As weird as it was, we found a GameCube section with one game, Metroid Prime. It was also free, so we decided to download it before Nintendo could fix the price bug. As soon as we got it, we started it up with high hopes. It worked great, but there was one thing out of place. We had started the game with a beam already unlocked. It was called the Death Beam. This just led me to think it was just a bug in the system, just putting used content in the game. But my friend Vance knew that the beam was placed to the start for a reason. To prove it was a leftover, I switched the beam and shot an enemy, and nothing happened. He was still worried, but it at least claimed him down a bit. Okay, I thought I was schizophrenic for it. Fucking okay. It literally says claimed. Fuck me. We had gotten up to the first boss, and the death beam actually started to do some damage. We found this very strange, but just figured that the beam was for bosses only. All this changed when we reached the land, however. Are we talking about the same fucking game? The land? What do you mean the land? You are on nothing but land for like 90%. Are we talking about the same game? What the fuck? Oh, wait, no. I know what they're talking about. Dude, okay, no, this person doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. You're talking, okay, this is about the intro level. The intro level you play on like a space station, okay? After that, 99% of the rest of the game is like you're on fucking, I forgot the planet's fucking name. Fucking Phazon or whatever the fuck it's called, dude. I don't know, bro. We had gotten up to the first boss. Okay, no, the first boss is... Okay. I'm retarded. We found this to be very shiny, but it's just blah, 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 blah. After all this, we reached land, however. Once we first had to fight some space pirates, we tried using the death beam. The space pirates was then knocked to the ground, and his body was cared? As he was, charred. Okay, charred as he was burned for a long time. We found this strange, but continued because it may have just been a different death animation. After a long time, we made it to Ridley. So, like, 80% of the game. Okay, gotcha. Why is it so loud? Holy fuck, dude. Jesus Christ. Ridley, we first used the death beam the right way. Wait, we used the death beam the right way due to the fact that it was stronger than ever with how long we had it. We shot Ridley once and not even charged it, and he was down to the floor. He was lying on the floor, but unlike the previous deaths, his eyes went wide open. And he was gasping for air as he was drowning. What? While he was dying, he dug his claws into the ground. In the struggle, as he died... What the fuck? While he was dying, he dug his claws into the ground in the struggle. And as he died, he had his hands on his throat. This had brought us to the point of saving and turning off the console. While we were both shocked, we played Zelda Skyward Sword. For a while to take our minds... While we were both shocked, we played Zelda Skyward Sword for a while to take our minds off the horrific game. After around an hour of playing, we had calmed down. We thought of filming footage of the game and posting the results to YouTube. We started up the Wii and recording and went to Metroid Prime. After long, we found our way to better Ridley, and the death beam was at its best. After we hit him twice, his health shrank to 0. Meta Ridley's skin on his chest was burned off. We were looking at his chest and seeing his organs. It was very strange. It was rotting into a brownish color. He wasn't even bleeding, but like gasping for air. What the fuck? But managed to say a few words. Ridley does. He's a fucking dragon. He's a fucking space. What do you mean he said words? Okay, whatever, dude. And to say a few words of all he said was, "You monster! How could you?" It's a fucking dragon, dude. What? The Wii then shut off, and we were eager to get the game onto YouTube. Then we looked at the video file, and none of what we saw was just normal Metroid gameplay. We then had the idea of looking this up on the internet, and no result came up. We didn't know what to think of it. We just checked the Wii and the GameCube section was gone with Metroid Prime. We then asked our friends about it, and they just looked confused. Then we left to take care of it. We then just left to take our mind off of it. We went to John's game store, only to see John with a serious look on his face. I asked John what was wrong, and all he said was, "You monster, how could you?" Okay. Dude, I can't be fucking loud. Are you fucking kidding me? It's 12 a.m. Just go to bed. Just go to bed. It's 12 a.m. What the fuck? Why are they hanging out in the fucking... When he plays that moment, dude, I can't fucking read for shit. I can't read for shit. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, the boys are online.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh shit, it's fucking...
Another one.
Back.
Hello! Oh, wait, wrong thing.
How's it going?
Hey, David.
Hold on, wrong thing. Wait, no.
What?
Is it the right thing? No, it's not right.
Can you guys hear him? I can't.
You're far
No.
away.
This? Okay.
There
A
it is.
little better.
Okay,
That was
no.
better.
No, I need to use this shittier mic.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh yeah, turning him up was a mistake.
I need to use this shittier mic.
Let me turn that way back down. That's great.
I was
That sounds
reading
awesome.
I was reading shitty fucking creepypastas to my fucking people.
Oh.
So yeah, you have to use the shit mic if that's
Yep.
if that's the case.
I read about how Hank Hill was fucking beat the fuck out of his wife to death or whatever and exploded her head with a propane tank.
What?
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a
fucking half
creepy
of
pasta. That
John.
just sounds like
Huh?
it sounds like a lost episode.
What?
No, yeah, it's a lost episode creepypasta.
It's fan art somebody drew.
It's funny.
Me drawing fan out of your mother.
Me drawing fan art of your mother. Me drawing me punching your dad in the head, knocking him out, and then
Ow.
fucking your mom.
Gotten real sick of
He
your
gets it.
sick of your shit, Peggy.
I've got real sick, dude. I did it in the Hank Hill voice too. I'm like, I'm getting real sick of your shit, Peggy.
Is that
that charcoal?
Boom. And then I hit her over the head with a propane tank. And then I hit her again. And then I hit her one more time.
But then I missed.
I
and then I hit her
didn't
again.
Stop, officer.
That bitch kept talking, so I just unleashed my propane blast. It's so stupid.
Now I want Peggy as Ash Baby.
Withered Peggy.
Yeah, with
Exactly.
Oh god, I need to do this more. I need to read shitty fucking creepypastas on stream.
What classifies as shit? Because there could be something like there could have been a chance that somebody wrote this and like Hank Hill killing Peggy would have actually been like hard as fuck.
No, it was hard as
Calm
fuck.
down,
He
Peggy.
exploded her head with a propane tank.
Calm down, Hank. We're your
Yeah, that-
friends.
It
Yeah,
was
that's hard to read.
It was a troll pasta wiki. No, yeah, it was written fucking terribly. Like the grammar was fucking shit. Like it doesn't help that I'm drunk and I have fucking dyslexia, but it's like, you know,
It doesn't help that I'm
It was
drunk and
still-
fucking
it was-
retarded.
yeah, it was still written like poorly.
It was still written like ass.
Yeah. Like I shit you not, charred was written as CARED. Like,
See, what?
I thought I was losing
Cared.
my fucking mind.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Cared.
this body was cared.
This body was cared. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking
Fucking
about? I'm like,
crazy.
oh, charred.
He cared Peggy. Oh, such a nice guy. Oh. No. never mind.
Whoa.
No, wait. that was about the one that I just read. That was about Metroid Prime. I read like a Metroid Prime
Oh.
bus. Yeah, that was the other one.
You know what I'm curious about? So like Hank Hill is in Fortnite.
I'm curious. I'm
But
curious about men.
I should have gotten the skin.
Little gay
Hank-
boy.
Hank Hill was in Fortnite. So
He's in
is
Fortnite?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does that mean
So the
That's a
show came
lot.
out in like the 90s. So does that mean that the Fortnite character came from the show, or did they just like how does that work?
They aged up Hank Hill to be in Fortnite.
Yeah, it's like Hank Hill was from Fortnite first. He never had a show, but then they just made a show about him. It's almost like the Power Rangers.
Hold on, I'm trying to show my
they
fucking
came
stream
from
Project
Fortnite.
Zomboid, but it's not showing up. How the fuck is it not working? Are you serious?
DirectX 12, sure, why not? Just fuck up my operating system, why don't you? I don't care. I don't care anymore.
There we go.
Yeah, sure, brick my computer. Who gives a shit?
I don't care anymore.
My computer is bricked up. Gotta make a Hank Hill build now? True. Dude, I fucking completely forgot how to play this game. But fuck it. No, wait! What the fuck? What am I joining? Wait, what? Oh my god, what the hell is happening?
Get ready to invite you, Jacob.
What's up?
Getting ready to invite you.
Okay.
Invite to what?
Ready or not?
Fuck. I don't have that game. Yo,
fine,
is
you
there a
probably
Project
wouldn't like
Zomboid
this
game?
playing anyway.
I don't know.
Remember, Jacob, the rules of engagement: civilians first, then the hostage takers.
What to
Okay,
be
heard that.
Jewish?
Oh, dude, I don't need a tutorial. Even though I completely forgot how to play this fucking shit. Do you want a tutorial? Nope.
Job's so ass right now. Thinking of taking furry commissions.
You're gonna do
Can I-
that, and
Can I make a
then
commission?
And then I'm gonna make
It-
$100,000 a year, and then realize what I've been missing out.
yeah, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Can I make a commission?
No,
Release
Just scary.
CD.
You don't even know what I'm gonna ask for.
I don't want to know.
You'll like it.
Will I?
Yeah.
You want to stake your life on that?
Yeah.
You serious?
All right, what is it?
I heard Riverside
Jacob
is
oiled up and like ready for us.
I'll take it. I'll pay you, actually.
Accidentally joined a Gmod server and it was Arab dude saying the N-word and gambling ads in the level.
He was just sitting there saying to himself, just dropping
I
it.
guess. I don't know, someone said that.
Just sitting to yourself saying slurs. Pass the time.
Yeah.
Calm down, Woody.
Yeah, Flag says no. What are you gonna do if Pyrocynical shows up with you fat stacks for some fat bitches?
How much we talking?
I have no idea. Oh my god, I forgot how fucking difficult this fucking game is. What the fuck? What do I choose? This one. This one. Oh, okay. Fuck.
Invite me. Noah?
Hold on, I'm trying to remember how to do this.
I was gonna be like, am I fucking...
Dude, I can't be fucked. My brain
Hang on a
hurts.
second.
I need something simple. I can't fucking do this fucking Project Zomboid bullshit.
I'm joining you.
Joining me?
Wait, also, Jacob, you still never showed me your keyboard.
Oh shit, yeah, hang on. I'll show you that in a second. I need to make sure that this is loading. Cause
Wait, Jacob, you never showed me your pussy.
oh my god, dude, you're right. Here's some hole.
Just flash me, but make it tasteful.
Did I get a new outfit? No, this is an old one. It's like everything is a preset. Eventually, I'll cave and I'll fucking get like a commissioned fucking model, but no. I mean, I did make this one myself, but everything is like a preset. I need to fucking pee.
Go piss, girl.
I need to put on music first. For my shit.
Calm down, Woody.
This one. There we go. Oh shit.
Gotta look at the invite now. But I will be starting to go.
Okay.
Drag it, drop it, zip and zip it, tuck it, fill it, curl it, find it, view it, code it, jump and lock it, surf it, scroll it, close it, tick it, cross it, back it, switch and fade it, name it, hit it, tune it, print it, scan it, send it, fax, rename it, touch it, bring it, edit, watch it, turn it, leave it, start format.
Listen,
Thank you.
Zaddy.
Oh.
Nobody has that in here? It's a shame.
There we go. Okay, I leave. I gotta do something. I gotta,
Alright.
I gotta show the thing. You know what? I'll show. This is what I got. This is what I got. You know, it's not as funny as the last edit. It is not as funny as the last edit. But there are some funny moments. There are some funny fucking moments. Give me 1 second. There's yes. Wait. Okay. Criticism time. Serious mode. Criticism time. Fucking serious mode. Yes. Alright, criticism mode. It sucks. I haven't even started it yet. Blood to play a cube. He pussies out. dude, I completely forgot the character creation thing. I'm like, you gotta choose traits. You gotta blah 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 blah. I'm like, dude, fuck off. Give me something simple. I wish I could make the fucking thing longer. Like, there's no way to make this longer. Like, I had to slow it. Like, I had to slow this down in order to, like, fit it and, like, not have it, like, end immediately. It's annoying.
So, we already established that she really likes to lie, but why does she lie? Well, because she would have trouble convincing everyone she's a moral arbiter otherwise. This upstanding individual who's there to set things straight in the community and reprimand any crooks that enter her crosshairs. Yeah, sure, she fucking lied about the diaper shit, but it's whatever, bro.
Dude, I love this ad.
Her crosshairs. Yeah, sure, she fucking lied about the diaper shit, but it's whatever, bro. She calls out predators in her community, dog. Only when she couldn't defend them. She would go as far as to try and cover up her involvement with freaks and weirdos by inserting herself into investigations as some sort of authority figure and try and steer any prying eyes away from herself and her friends, downplay their actions, and use other people as cannon fodder. What am I referring to? Really, multiple
Does that take long?
situations, but two of the more...
Wait, what do you mean? This edit is awesome. Does it take that long? I mean, this one's shorter than the last one, but like, and most of it is just this. Most, like, a decent chunk of it is just this. It's just like the call with lockup. But no, yeah, I was pretty proud of this because it did. This edit felt so much like old. Like, I was definitely like inspired by like Kiddio 706.
About the diaper shit, but it's whatever, bro. She calls out predators
Like, it's just so stupid.
in her community as an authority figure and try and steer other people as cannon fodder. What am I referring to? Really, multiple situations, but two of the more broader ones is the FCK and Doodletons' own Discord server, the Cloud Palace. We will be coming back to the Cloud Palace.
Like, and I want to say too, like, as this goes on, hold on. That's the what done. As this goes on, like, further down, like, because when I eventually get to the George Raccoon shit, like, I don't have much room to like make jokes because that fucking shit genuinely fucking gets on my nerves, and like I don't have many rooms for like jokes or gags or stuff like that. So I'm trying to get as many in as I can.
Many times. The FCK was that server that I referenced
Might be a
earlier, the one
pedophile.
with the leak.
They are like riding a very fine line.
What had happened in the FCK is a long story. Long enough that a 9-hour-long video exists on it, but that's besides the point. What's important to know about the FCK was that it started as a server for content creators in the ACC space to collaborate on videos, as well as gossip about individuals the community deemed villainous at the time. However, what the server ended up turning into was a hotbed for degeneracy. Everything I'm about to say doesn't cover a fraction of it, but the bullet points are important. If you want to know the full extent of the FCK, there's Akumu's 9-hour-long Maxim, or you could harass Thuman into finishing her fucking video about it.
That's a joke, lads.
It all started in
Maybe
2019
not.
with calling out Madame, a Leafy clone. Specified video on them. Good. Madame had a fan called Slimmers. Slimmers was an artist who offered up her talents to draw stills, with the promise of a shout-out. Madame took and used the art, but never gave the shout-out. Slimmers makes a call-out post, and this whole situation blows up.
I'm going to make an announcement.
15-year-old Slimmers gets scammed by Madame is the headline, and one of the primary narratives being repeated was that an adult Madame was lying about and harassing a minor. I'm skipping the finer details, but the gist is what I'm giving you.
Dude, the fucking, oh my god, the background music, the flute, the fucking Sonic Unleashed flute for Windmill Isle goes like so fucking hard, bro.
Ton of ACC
It's
users
like, dude, it's like,
start making videos on the matter. Slimmers is championed as a victim. Many channels blow up in subs and views as a result. The FCK is born in the process of this drama. The head of this server went by Toasty Vanilla, now Ruby Missile Launcher or Ruby Lighter Fluid. A very important figure to this situation, though rather tangential in regards to Doodle. That would not stop her, though, from initially trying to downplay what was going on. As this drama continues to bubble, an account by the name of Akumu pops up. starts criticizing Slimmers for actions she's taken over the course of this situation, simply calling out points of hypocrisy in their little internet tiff. Despite his size at the time, Akumu was noticed by certain commentators and put on blast, which prompted members of the FCK to start going on the attack. Sometime around this point, Slimmers joins the FCK. The specific individuals don't matter right now, but just know a lot of ACC accounts were playing White Knight for Slimmers, and were not just dogging on Akumu, but also lying about him and his actions. He was a small account, politically incorrect and defenseless. This was what made him a prime target. Did I mention he too was a minor? Virtually the same age as Slimmers. There's only like a year difference. This is important because not only was Slimmers' age a point of attack against Madame, how dare you attack this minor and whatnot, but the same people were unironically conducting slander campaigns as well as sexually harassing him. Yeah, just out in the...
I feel like I probably should add like a screenshot or something like that, at least showing that. But but there's also the thing where it's like I know what I'm referring to, and there doesn't really exist a screenshot, a clear screenshot of that happening. It's mainly in videos, but I only want to like pause the video to like play clips, play like absolutely necessary clips. I know this feels like a very like tangential point. Like it's maybe not worth adding a clip to prove it, but
open. Nobody apparently...
Anybody that knows anything about the FCK and Akuma's fucking shit with them, and like, you know, with people like Miss Zizi and fucking not Toasty, but fucking Butters, Fuchsia Butters, like, no, yeah, those people sexually harassed him.
Really thought this was a smidge hypocritical, which ultimately
that's, like,
reveals a more
obvious.
broader aspect about the ACC and SCC space that I want to touch on for just a few seconds. These people never cared about being right or consistent. It was all about views, attention, and clout. It didn't pay enough to be right. They lied because they knew most of their viewers were dumb, impressionable, and wouldn't notice what was happening right in front of them. All they had to do was give them the villain of the week. Food for thought anyways. And not to glaze Akumu, but over the course of this drama, he had a DM fight with one of the members of the FCK. And he had said to them,
I'll make this entire community burn as a hobby.
and well, you know, hop and a skip 5 more years later into 2024, and this entire fucking community is charred to shit. But what about doodle tones?
Femboy cultist protects pedophiles. No, I would say, okay, so here's the profile. Here's the profile of Doodle Tones. She protects pedophiles. She sexualizes children for her own pleasure, like fictional children for her own pleasure. Okay. But she doesn't roleplay herself abusing the children, rather she is the child being abused. Which is slightly less pedophilic, but it's still like really freakish behavior. And then she doesn't see anything wrong with like adults interacting sexually with minors. That's kind of the profile that we're working with. Is that person a pedophile? Maybe not, but god damn, are you really close to being it? You're like really like you're riding a fine fucking line. Jesus.
And this entire fucking community is charred to shit. But what about doodle tones? What had happened was, as it turns out, Toasty Vanilla was a complete sex pest. He constantly sexually harassed users in the server, openly, regardless if they were minors. Some were as young as 12. But Toasty wasn't the only degenerate. Porn would be spammed, minors were talked to sexually, everyone active in the server had either witnessed it and did nothing, encouraged it, or actively participated in it. Susie was one of the many who witnessed and did nothing. But because it's Susie, she managed to make it slightly worse on her end. When these leaks started to come out, a sort of gay little Justice League was assembled in the Senate, Lyle Conway's old Discord server. And they were tasked with going over the server leaks and finding out what exactly happened in the server. One of these people was Susie. And, you know, I don't know about you, but someone who was an active member of this community and friends with many of the people inside of it just might be compromised. For some reason, she was just allowed to steer the investigation and assert herself as some sort of authority figure in this situation. Thankfully, unlike an actual corrupt police investigation, there were rogue investigators, people like Akumu and Laka, who were on their own hunt for the truth. Over the course of this investigation, Nazi Monster, one of the loudest members of the FCK,
wanted to be a horse,
a double entendre.
Wait, I'm talking over it. No, this part's funny.
Investigation, Nazi Monster, one of the loudest members of the FCK, that's what we call a double entendre.
How? They're friends with them!
Was being called out
So stupid.
for knowing what was going on. She, like a complete retard, leaked messages with Toasty in an attempt to show that she tried to help the situation long before it blew up, to clear her name and whatnot. See, but in those messages, it was revealed that Nezzy Monster was keen on deleting the NSFW chat dedicated to Slammers, who, mind you, was a minor at the time, for optics reasons. And that had only happened because another user was threatening to leak what was going on.
Ben the Looney draws a child porn and tries to defend it, making a video on him because he's gross. He's just a pedo. It was around this time that
Which, by the way,
making a video on him
so fucking ironic that Fuchsia Butters is the one to be saying this when this fucking degenerate freak piece of shit had minors posting literal child porn of themselves in this fucker's channel. That happened. That happened in Fuchsia Butters' server. Minors were posting child porn of themselves. Right now, not full on nude stuff, but the minors were posting lewd shit of themselves. And Fuchsia Butters was like, I don't give a fuck. And then Akumi was like, well, I give a fuck. This is really freakish behavior. I'm gonna call it out in my fucking YouTube video. And Fuchsia Butters was like, I'm deleting this now. We're actually gonna lock everything down now. I'm like, okay, cool. You're fucking cool. You're an awesome person. Fuck you. Get fucked. God, this fucking shit. If there was anybody else to do a follow-up video on, it probably is Fuchsia Butters. The shit that Fuchsia Butters was doing was really fucking creepy and demented, freakish fucking bullshit. Honestly, did not get enough shit for what they were fucking doing in regards to the FCK.
because he's gross. He's just a pedo. It was around this time that Nezzy Monster messaged Toasty Vanilla, telling him that he needed to remove the Slammers in SFW chat from the FCK server. 5:50 a.m. Nezzy says, Toasty, you need
Sweet
to
for
remove
girly
Slammers
pop.
in SFW chat. I'm not in charge of that. You'll have to ask the admin. You're friends with the admin. I wouldn't really call me and him friends, but sure, I'll ask him. Just warning you guys, that could become an issue.
Oh yeah, and she also had attacked the minors who were giving their side of the FCK because they had named
I could not be fucked. I know this existed. I could not be fucked to find it.
her as one of the adults who knew what was happening. So fuck her for that too. Nezzy was going to be confronted by Laka in a call, and because Susie was friends with Nezzy, she essentially played lawyer. Laka, knowing that Susie was also an active member.
So in the call, when I show the call, in the call, you can't hear Nezzy. The call is 2 hours long. Nezzy is in the call. She's just not saying anything during that whole fucking time, right? But she is in the call.
Because Susie was friends with Nezzy, she essentially played lawyer. Laka, knowing that Susie was also an active member, additionally had some questions for her. And,
Well, I need to double check on that. Honestly, I need to double check on that, but no, I do remember them being in the call.
things did not go well for both Doodle and Nezzy here.
Dude, I'm being epic. My filmography, bro.
Do you remember everything that happened in the server? Just to verify and just so I can get an understanding of how aware currently are you of the situation even prior to researching? How much did you remember?
So I remembered there was the Ben the Looney stuff, and I remembered that Toasty did have kind of a bit of a sex pest streak. I did remember a little bit of that because I remember when they found out that I was trans, they centered on me not having bottom surgery and had posted an image something along the lines of I didn't just drink
Oh my
cum for
God.
a guy.
Analog horror.
I only knew maybe 5 or 6 people in there at the time that I joined.
I shit you not, bro. I'm running off of 3 hours of sleep.
So I didn't know anyone else. I especially didn't know
I
the
am
ages
pretty
of very many
tired.
people. In fact,
After I'm done sharing this, I am fucking ending stream and I'm sleeping.
out of everyone that I knew, you can see that there's a recurring pattern that everyone that I knew was over the age of 18. When I got in there and Toasty basically said that they just
Dog
porn
shit
everywhere,
analog
I kind
horror,
of
yeah.
assumed that it was an 18+ server. I did
Okay.
not know anything beyond that point.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure of...
Yeah, Toasty brings a shame to us genuine Futanari lovers. No, I'm kidding.
Your awareness of the situation, because I just want to verify things first. So you were
Dude. This fucking part. This, I think I play a little meme here in a second. I think this single-handedly was like the domino that just got flicked down. It got like flicked down. And it started the chain reaction to this whole fucker's like downfall. Like,
aware that they were a sex pest.
Yes.
Beyond what happened, like, was there anything else you were aware of their behavior at the time? Like, were you aware of what was going on their
Nope.
channel?
that was a party?
Or no?
No, what are the good
Nope.
ones?
I had dipped in like May when I figured out that they were.
Lie. She was posting in June. She posted in the Slimmers chat in June of 2020, but
Kind of being.
I don't think she knew that because she did not have access to that chat. I don't think. Maybe. I mean, that's the only reason. It's either two things. It's either she's deliberately leaving out the fact, and she knows she's leaving this out. She's leaving out the fact that she posted in the Slimmers chat in June of 2020. Or she didn't have access to the chat and didn't know that she had posted in the Slimmers NSFW, which is like one of the most damning aspects of her entire fucking involvement. Like,
Excessively weird around children.
Well,
I think
now
that was around the time. I want to say that was around the time that Gal released their video.
Okay, so you dipped around that. When was this? Do you know the date?
I think. I stopped posting in there May 23rd, 2020.
You were aware of the posting, like you just said that.
Utterly
Why?
baffled.
I think that was the reason I did. But yes.
Oh, okay. If you think that was the
Didn't
reason,
know that.
I have to ask, like, why was no further things done afterwards? If that was the reasoning, because this is a question I do want to ask Nezzy as well. If you're aware of the children being harmed in that, like, being affected in that way.
Nezzy,
Like, no.
Nezzy did do stuff about it.
Oh, I know, but I'm asking, like, after you guys left, why wasn't anything further done? Because you guys are aware that this stuff can have
not a White Claw, it's fucking sparkling water.
effects on children. I'm wondering
Well, because
why
the
wasn't.
stuff that I heard about that Toasty was doing was in an entirely different chat.
Well, fair
and
enough.
I wasn't in that chat.
Well, fair enough, but why didn't you do follow-ups and make sure that, like, you heard children possibly being harmed? Why wasn't anything done to, stomp
I
on
wasn't
that
in
stuff?
the chat. Like,
Well,
I don't.
no, I'm saying,
I
like,
don't
why
know what
didn't you
more you
investigate?
What was I supposed to do? I only just literally admitted that I found out as early as May of 2020 that Toasty was acting inappropriately with children, and I just did nothing with that information.
Into it. Investigate into it and talk about it. Like that.
Oh, what? Just go to Toasty and ask them, hey, we heard you're
For
a
Chuck's
potential fucking predator. Like, can you give us access to your chat? Is that what you're asking?
Wait, chat disconnected? Wait, did I lag? They're talking about Toasty. No, Toasty Vanilla. Toasty Vanilla.
Doodle? I'm going to respectfully say this. If you heard there's a rumor of something bad happening going on in the community, you don't have to ask them directly. You could just say, can I just be let into your chat just to look around to verify things? Because this is concerning that this was happening for 4 years. And this apparently...
No, hold on.
I wasn't saying on your end, Doodle. Doodle, I'm saying these kids were affected for 4 years. I'm saying these kids were affected for 4 years.
Fucking
I'm
bitch,
asking
dude.
on the basis... No, I'm not saying you did. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm saying...
No, that timestamp does not deceive you. Within 10 minutes of the call, Susie's tongue slips, and she ends up accidentally admitting that she, at the very least, knew that fucky shit was going on with Toasty and the minors in the FCK, and she just left the server without saying anything. Did I mention that this was known as early as 2020? The call
Tried to reblend. So Toasty gave up on the Ruby missile launcher fucking bullshit. After Yen's video, Toasty completely abandoned the Ruby bullshit, and they probably did another rebrand, I would imagine. But yeah, no, that their whole rebrand is completely demolished.
proceeds onward with the mounting pressures on Susie, causing her to spurg out and constantly interrupt people to explain herself. Around an hour in, she finally realizes how much of a colossal fuck-up it was to just admit that she knew the whole time, and tried to act like she accidentally got the timeline mixed up, and that she really had no idea what was going on. There are many small lies throughout her amorphous testimony, but all in all, she definitely knew who Slamers was due to her positively ranking Pondersprocket's video on Madame, which clearly states Slamers is aged multiple times.
Slamers, however, is 15 years old. However, I would like to make note that Slamers is 15.
Two last details to note was that not only did Doodles post her art inside of the Slamers NSFW chat, but that she was also present during a prior drama involving the FCK, wherein a few users were fighting over someone having posted Shotokan of OKKO characters in chat, and that user having threatened to leak what was going on. The same drama Nezimonster had tried to cover up for. This user casually drops that those same people complaining seemingly had no issue with porn being spammed at and around minors inside of the FCK.
So I remember there was the Ben Looney stuff.
Yes, that's right. Sometime around 2020, 4 years before everything came to burn, the seeds were planted right in front of everybody. And yet, Akumu was the one to break the story. The apparent internet villain. Doodletones had witnessed this, acknowledged it, and said nothing. Her excuse? She didn't know what to do.
I'm so rusty.
And from what I remember, again, all of that was happening in a chat that I was not in. So I didn't know exactly what to do in a situation like that. So I'm not
didn't
sure.
know what to
like,
do.
I understand.
Okay, that's the reason.
I
okay.
didn't.
I was asking like why.
It's like
The commentary channel, whose focus shifted to accountability, policing, and internet justice, just around this exact time, didn't know what to do. To be clear, it's not like anybody's asking Doodles to fucking dox and kill all the creeps in the server or whatever. I mean, she would also have to take herself out if that was the case. But like, I don't know, if I was 23 years old and found out a server full of my friends was up to disgusting rancid activities involving children, I think I'd have enough of a problem with it to at least do something with that information. If you can't go to the police, the least you could do is hand the info off to someone who you think is willing and capable of dealing with it. I mean, there can't be literally nobody she knows that fits that description. All of this to say that the moral policing and virtue signaling is fake as fuck, and she obviously doesn't find activities like this to be concerning. This will be made much more obvious later. So what had happened afterwards? Eventually, the victims of the FCK heard what Doodle had admitted to, and under the wing of Laka, had collectively decided that they would like to see Doodletones make like an egg and scram, you know, take a long hiatus from the internet, alright, go for a fucking walk.
Get the fuck out of here.
This came in the form of finally doing the right thing, uploaded on May 23rd, 2024. Wow, amazing stuff. Why don't we all just give Doodle the fucking Nobel Peace Prize award while we're at it? Can I just say, this fucking image is just so fucking funny. Like, she really thinks she's fucking Batman, hanging up the fucking cowlers.
Dude, I love this
Like, what the fuck?
Laka told me that the FCK victims felt hurt by what I've had to say and what I've done up to this point. And their request of me is to step away, at the very least for a long time. But I've done too much damage already, and
When do you think it'll be uploaded? I get segments done per week, and I got like three left, so maybe by the end of October.
I'm sorry. I was rather shaken up prior to that point. As you'll hear, I won't deny I've been melting down a lot about this situation.
If you are going with those terms, I do know that.
Don't want to hear it, bitch.
For a little while. So, is there anything you need to say?
Just cry.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
All those are fair. I was actually planning on leaving my platform anyway at this point, because I don't think I can handle it.
Blue Sky? Probably. No, she did. She did. Her Dawn Told Stories account, she did have it a Dawn Told Stories on Blue Sky.
An apology.
But it's obviously hidden.
I'm sorry for what I had said in that initial call. I'm sorry that I kind of just played it off as if nothing happened. I'm sorry that I was dishonest and that, you know, if you felt like I had lied to you,
You
then
felt
I'm
like I
sorry
was
that
lied
I lied to you. I want to apologize to those victims. I didn't.
Take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to breathe. All right. Like, I don't want, you know.
But I just hate.
Just breathe.
I just hate how I've been fucking everything up left and right. I didn't mean to use any of the victims for, like, a shield or as a defense.
Yeah, this was after, and I point this out because like her like what had happened was the locker call happened. She got confronted. She outed that she had known that minors were being groomed in the FCK, and that she was getting a bunch of backlash. Well, first the call didn't come out, but she was getting a bunch of backlash. Ellie Momeli threw her under the bus. Rightfully so. And she had basically said, "Guys, you actually can't criticize me because I got groomed into this shit, so fuck you." And it's like, okay, Doodle, no, that's not an excuse. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself, actually, for trying to use that as an excuse to deflect from the FCK. Fuck you. You're a dirty piece of shit. And she's like, okay, I guess I'm a fucking bad person.
Well on your endeavors and try to have a better day.
Alright.
Get the fuck! But really though, respect your opponent at all times. Fuck you!
So she leaves, or rather leaves. She was asked to leave. She said she would, but she never actually left. Not only was she still active in Lyle Convoy's community and still inserting herself into drama, but Doodles had already got the sense.
I can't tell if they're being sincere because of the voice changer. They're not. It's everything is performative. Just assume everything is performative. There might be like little moments where like the mask does slip, but it's always selfish. It's always selfish. Doodle Tones has never went out of their way to actually help people. It's always been for their own self-interest. They've never done anything virtuous ever.
That it was going to be her turn to fry. So she
Never.
created a fucking alt account called Dawn Told Stories, literal days before the final Locka call. This is fresh new info, hot off the presses, revealed in June of 2025 by Truly. She basically created a new persona, new channel, made content, participated in communities, and is still going by Dawn Told Stories in Discords related to gaming and coding right now. A server whose moderators were made aware of this freak's presence and decided to fucking protect them. A server that allows children in it, as well as explicit adult conversations.
You
to
can
be
pause
had
and read that,
directed
dude. I just want
at
this video to be
minors.
over.
More on this later. Technically, there's a rule against it, but it's not like they fucking enforce it. You might be thinking, I'm going too far by putting this shit on blast. I mean, so long as she minds her own business, who cares, right? I want to reiterate, I don't think Doodle Tones is a child predator. But I think by the end of the video, you will agree with me that this person should stay the fuck away from spaces with children. I mean, just based on how she handled the FCK, they clearly see nothing wrong with children and adults acting sexually towards and around each other. And to think, this wasn't even the first time she did something like this.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, boom. End of video. I'm fucking tired. Bye.